Hi little one, it's Daddy here. Ever since we saw you on the 12-week scan, I've been convinced that you're going to be a little girl. But I don't mind, as long as you're healthy. Girl, boy, it's fine.
Hello little one, I'm your mummy and I have been convinced that you are a little boy. I want to say the same thing as Daddy. I'm not bothered as long as you're super healthy. So it's time to find out what you are. Okay, are we ready?
I think so.
Oh my gosh! 3, 2, 1! It's a girl! And so it goes. We are having a darling baby girl. How shocked are you all? Shocked was an understatement. Again, shocked with the pregnancy in the first place. Shocked that we're having a little girl because, as you all know, my symptoms suggested, according to old wives' tales, boys. Not to mention, and I've not mentioned this before, but Ashley comes from a big family of boys, like so dominant with the boys. So Ashley's one of 4 brothers. One of his brothers has 2 boys. His older brother has a boy, then he's had a girl, but it's very like male dominated. So everyone in the family was convinced we was having a boy. I've obviously asked everybody and I like played around with the gender. Everyone's been predicting gender and honestly, literally I can count probably less than 10 have predicted a girl. The rest was just like bye based on your symptoms and everything else. And like I said, I was even convinced. Mummy's intuition told me a boy as well, so I was quite shocked on the day. I'm so happy that you all know now though, because we've known for quite some time and it's been lovely having this little secret for a few weeks just to let the news sink in. You know, the fact that like, who are you going to be? Like, because that's what you wonder, isn't it? Like, who are you inside me and like, what are you going to be? And then it's a bit of a shock and yeah, I'm just really happy that me and Ashley has had the chance to like settle with the news that we're having a little girl, and we've been like romanticizing it. And do you know what, you guys, he was made to be a girl dad. Like, it would have been lovely to have a boy and it would have been brilliant. He would have helped with the renovations and he would have been an athlete and all of those things, lots of adventures and, you know, like father son type scenarios. A lot of comments along the way were saying how boys love their mummies and boys are so special and they're so close to their mummies and all of these stories, which are absolutely wonderful and true, no doubt. And that would have been lovely for me. But all I kept thinking, because I knew, was that is just the same for a little girl and a daddy. And I just feel like she is a gift from God to Ashley. And like I said, he's so patient and kind. The way he loves me, honestly, I'm so pleased for him, because girls do prefer the dads, which I don't mind at all. And he's an amazing dad already, and he's going to be an amazing dad again. And yeah, it's just wonderful, the thought of the relationship. Like, oh, he's the best. And like I said, everybody predicted a boy, but Ashley and his dad actually predicted a girl. Ashley has been convinced we've been having a girl right back from the 12-week scan. Well, we actually had our 12-week scan at 13 weeks, if you remember. And obviously you can't confirm gender then. We've not had a private gender scan. They say to wait around 16 weeks, which we did do. And yeah, we come away with the photograph. I'll pop it on the screen. And from that day, Ashley has been convinced like he said, that he's having a little girl. And I'm like, how do you know from that photo though? Like, what is making you think that that is a little girl? And he said, I don't know, just know. And I was like, wow. And he was right. Like, what? Everybody's over the moon with the news, but it's been a bit of a shock because obviously everyone just thought it was a boy, like majority, especially the family. So, but yeah, his dad wanted a little girl as well. So that's going to be really nice for him to have a granddaughter, the first little girl in the family of all the boys. So it's quite nice, isn't it? And so yeah, we had a private gender scan done at 16 weeks and we've known since then. So what a good experience that were. You couldn't have something like that 20 years ago when I had Joelle. So it was been like a new experience for me. And it was a lovely like centre. In fact, the NHS staff warned us. They were a bit like off with the gender scan because we was like asking them, can we go like about gender scans privately? And they was like, be careful who you go to because some of them are not like qualified to do it and they can get it wrong. So I was like, what? Like, I'm not paying money for them to get it wrong, you know, like, is it worth going? Is it worth doing? But you can't wait, can you? If that's available to you, like back in the day when me and Ashley were born, you couldn't check gender then. I think you just had to wait and see. Surprise! We've literally come so far when it comes to technology and things. Anyway, when that's available to you, it's like, it's really hard not to know. Anyway, we went into this 16-week gender scan. Me and Ashley only knew we was going. Nobody else knew. We booked it and it was a secret. We intended on going to the gender scan, let them do the gender and then pop it in an envelope because like, I knew I'm not going to keep it in an envelope sat there for weeks until we did the gender reveal. I can't do that. I mean, some people get surprised with the family at the same time. I need to know. There's no way there's an envelope in my drawer knowing the gender and like me not looking at it. Like, I was that kid at Christmas that used to steal the present from under the tree, open it up in my bedroom to see what it was because I couldn't resist. And then I'd wrap it back up, put it back, and then act all surprised on the day. That's what kind of person you're dealing with. So yeah, there was no way I was going to do that. But the reason I wanted it in an envelope was because, I don't know, like, I was just a bit like, what's the word? Nervous about reacting. I mean, I'm a crier, especially pregnant. Like, my hormones are everywhere. Like, I don't know how I'm going to react, and I don't want to be reacting to like such special news in front of strangers. Do you know what I mean? So it was lovely to have the option to like have it in an envelope, and then I wanted to come home and me and Ashley open it together, especially just me and him. Like, so special. There were such lovely ladies, can I just say, like, what a lovely experience where we went. It was just so lovely. They're a lot nicer than the NHS, they're just looking for the ticking boxes, aren't they? And they're ticking boxes more now than they did 20 years ago, because I remember when I had Joelle 20 years ago, and I know that it wasn't technology as advanced as there is now and stuff, but the midwives were a lot nicer. Like, I even remember her name, the midwife that I saw all the time. But now, fast forward 20 years later and me going through another pregnancy now, it's like every time I go I see someone different. They're not very you know, like back then when I had Joelle, like, I remember my midwife was called Jackie and she was just really lovely, and she made me feel comforted, and like, I don't know, she was just lovely, like invested in your pregnancy. Whereas now, they must see it that often all day long, they're just like not even interested. And they're just like, yeah, tick, how's your mental health? Ticking boxes, get you in, pop you on, give you a scan. It's like very robotic. Like, honestly, if I could go private, I would, because it's just a special time, isn't it, for some parents? So you want to feel, I don't know, not like, I don't expect like rolling out the red carpet for me or anything like that. Like, I'm not pretentious, but I don't know, I had a really nice experience with the NHS 20 years ago, and the midwives there and the midwives team, they were just all so bloody lovely, and it felt like they were part of your journey and you had the same person more or less all the time. In fact, the midwife I saw all the time at my local doctor's surgery checking baby, she was on shift when I was doing labour. She was on shift when I was having Joelle. In fact, I was there for that long because it was a traumatic birth, but we'll talk about that in another video. Yeah, and she ended up having to leave because she'd been on shift for quite some time and I was in labour for quite some time. So yeah, she ended up not being there in the end, and I had a section anyway. So yeah, but I just remember I'd built up such a relationship with her that I was gutted that she went there for a birth, but she saw me afterwards obviously and continued to see me, because you've still got to do like routine checks with baby after baby comes out, don't you? So anyway, I'm waffling on. What were I even saying? Yeah, so we were in the gender scan and they were doing the thing and there was like asking us the questions and building up the excitement, and I just thought that was just lovely that they do that. Anyway, there were two ladies and they were nice, like I said, and they was like, so it says here that you want the gender done and then popped in an envelope, is that correct? And me and Ash like looked at each other like, do we want to know now? Because they were so lovely, I think. It changed my mind. Excuse me, still gassy. So I explained to the ladies, I said, ladies, I said, I might get upset and I don't want to feel like an idiot in front of like strangers, you know what I mean? And she was like, oh, don't worry, we get it all the time. Like, they made me feel really comfortable. And yeah, it changed my mind. So me and Ashley were like looking at each other and we said, just tell us then, yeah. So they were checking old baby out. In fact, they're the only ones, this was a private gender scan, they were looking for gender, and they're the only ones that have mentioned this fibroid. We'll get into that another time. But yeah, they said, oh, you've got a fibroid there. And I was like, okay. I said, well, they're meant to be keeping an eye on that in the NHS, but I haven't heard anything from it since. I don't even know what size it is or where it is located or anything. Just make sure you ask throughout the pregnancy about it if you've got some like anxiety, she said. But usually they don't bother about fibroids unless they're in the way of the baby, which yours doesn't seem to be, so, and it's not that big, so you don't need to worry. So that were nice that they picked up on that, because that had actually been one of my anxieties. They asked Daddy, they said, Daddy, so what do you think you are having? And Ash explained, I think it's a little girl. I said, I just have a feeling it's a little girl. Right from the 12-week scan, like, I don't know, just feel like it's a girl. And then they asked me and I was like, I'm convinced it's a boy. We were laughing, I was saying about all my symptoms, how different this pregnancy is from when I had Joelle and she was a girl. I said, I would, especially the sickness, I said, like, I was violently sick. I said, this time, like, it's just lovely. I just feel lovely. And then they just said, well, Daddy's right. It's a little girl. So anyway, I know about the nub theory and I've been trying to look at the photos, the scan photos that we've had, to work out this nub theory to see, but I couldn't really make anything out. And it's only a theory, isn't it, as well? So anyway, they explained these 3 lines that's textbook girl in the gender, and that's what they're looking for. And I'm like, how accurate is this gender scan? How convinced, like, give me a percentage that it's accurate, that it's a girl. And she was like, oh, yours is textbook. She said, you can see it as clear as day. It's textbook girl. There is no way that you're having a boy looking at this. And she said, it's like 97%, 98%, very close anyway, to like full percentage that you're having a girl. So I'm convinced we are. However, we've just done our 20-week scan last week or so, don't even know what day it is, and yeah, so that were the NHS 20-week scan. So if we hadn't had the private gender reveal scan, we wouldn't know the gender, because we asked if you could confirm the gender for us, please. We've had a private scan. And then the senior midwife who was sat behind the student said, well, it's never accurate, it's never 100%, it's only an opinion and can still get it wrong. And I was like laughing at Ash, looking at him saying, oh my God, that can only happen to us. You know, like we did a gender reveal for a girl and then we end up having a boy. Like, let me know in the comments if anything like that has happened to any of you guys, like with the gender. Has anyone had a gender given wrong, like diagnosed wrong? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I am dying to know. And then I've come home and the algorithm is serving me genders that have been wrong. Like this one girl, they did the canons like we did with the pink, and like we're having a girl, and then it like cut to her in the hospital where she'd had the baby, and she's like with the baby and it's a boy, and I'm like, oh my god, that could happen. It could still happen, couldn't it? Listen, she's a girl until we have her and she's a boy, okay? So anyway, in the 20-week scan, she's got her arms up over her head, like she just did not want to be seen. Peekaboo. And then to top it off, she had her legs crossed as well, because she didn't want to be seen. So they couldn't tell us. They went, I'm sorry, she's got her legs crossed and she doesn't seem like she's shifting, and she just doesn't want to tell you. She did not want to confirm. And I just thought that was just really, really funny. However, I'm really nervous now because I did want like a second NHS opinion that it was a girl, you know, then we can be absolutely convinced, but like, make of that what you will. Anyway, like I said, she had her arms over her head, so we couldn't get like a clear picture of her as well, and we had to wait for quite some time and like really wriggle around, and she was digging in that thing into my tummy, like really low down. She was low down on this one day, and it hurt actually a little bit. I was squeezing Ash's hand, like every time she hurt me, I was hurting Ash. Like, if I have to get hurt, you do too. We did manage to get a photo in the end, and it's the clearest, cutest photo, considering she was like hiding, basically. I'll pop it on the screen for you now, and it's just so cute. And in fact, the lady come out with the photo, and she looked at it, like one of the midwives, and she went, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, I know, like if you were to create an AI image of a gender scan, a baby scan at 20 weeks, like that is probably what image you would get, like perfection. It just looked perfect. She just looked perfect. And Ashley is like gawping at the screen, like really excited, honestly. He is enjoying every moment of this. Just so lovely, isn't it? And it's all getting so real, and I still can't believe it. Like, she is a little miracle. And she's gonna be adorable, isn't she? I could cry, guys. Oh my god. So like I said, we had lovely like chunk of time before our gender reveal with the family first. You know, you guys know we did the gender reveal with the family first, and you all helped me pick an outfit. Well, I did choose the cream cord. It was lovely. Yeah, and I wore it on the gender reveal day. I did get some footage from the family gender reveal. Obviously, I've got to bear in mind people's privacy. Not everybody wants to be on the internet, and there's some moments I don't want to share, you know, with family that are private moments. Even within our own family, I know I share quite a lot. And actually, somebody asked me a question on the last Q&A video, which I didn't get round to seeing, so I didn't end up answering it. And someone actually asked a really good question and said, how much of baby are you going to show on your channel and or social media or something like that? And it was a really good question, because I don't know, you guys, I'm still really undecided about that. I'm just at war in my mind about this one, because as much as I want to create these lovely memories, it's really so good, honestly, having video footage of family to look back on. And baby, obviously, it's just better than a picture. It's a moving, talking, moving, you know, like thing. Like, video is king, isn't it? And then on the other hand, I want to make sure that she's protected and private at the same time, because Joelle is. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna work it out, I think, as we go along. But yeah, the family gender reveal day was an absolute success. I was really nervous because I've not hosted for family before. I know me and Ash have been together for so long, but I've never really, like, because I don't have like that really lovely family setup that's normal for normal people and get-togethers and all of that, like I've just never had that. So I've always been like a lone wolf. so to speak. So it doesn't even enter my head normally, like, to do these things as much as I'd like to. It's not my comfort zone. I don't know it. I really wanted to just get everyone together and make it really special to announce. I got all the cannons and we had a lovely day. I did a balloon arch. Me and Ashley worked as a team that weekend to get everything ready for the Sunday. And we did a balloon arch and we got some baby boxes. I'll insert some footage in a minute of like the setup and the day so you guys can see the kind of a setup. I did a grazing table because like my love language is food and feeding people. So I did a grazing board. I was really nervous because Ash's family, all the boys especially, they're very fussy eaters. Excuse me. They like what they like. Ashley's fussy as well, and like they need feeding all the time. I was worried. I was like, is there enough food for everybody? Like, is everybody gonna like what I've done? Because I did like a Italian cheese board grazing table, charcuterie style on the kitchen island, and then I had to cater for the kids as well, so I did some sweets and sandwiches. Anyway, I needn't worry. It was an absolute success. We really enjoyed the day. So I will insert some of the footage of that day for you now. I wanted to show you the prep for gender reveal and just have all the gender reveal in one video. So this is the start of it. And I'm currently just using my little electric pump that I bought from Temu. Like I said in the last vlog, I usually do this by hand and mouth, like with every breath. Literally. Like I always used to say to Joelle, I have blown up these balloons with every breath because it's been a tradition and I'm going to continue it with this little baby as well. But when Joelle was a baby, on her first birthday it started, and I thought, how magical to wake up in a room full of balloons when you're 1 year old, you know, because balloons are like, ooh, aren't they to a baby? And I blew up all of the balloons late at night, snuck into her bedroom and just filled her room with balloons. And when she woke up in the morning, her room was just filled with balloons. And from there on forward, I did that every single year on her birthday. It got quite difficult when she got older because she'd like wake up and stuff, so I'd have to like literally blow up the balloons late at night and be up till all hours in the morning doing this just to make sure she woke up to balloons. It just reminded me having all these balloons out, but I wanted to show you guys this pump. Oh my god, it's incredible. Why did I not get one sooner? So balloons, and you just pop the end over here. You'll hear the sound, 1 second. This is how quick it is. Okay, so the balloon's been hooked onto the air bit. Press down. Done. How quick was that? That was so quick, isn't it? I'm thinking as well, these neutral balloons that I was talking about earlier, they look quite blush. I love balloons, like, aren't they just amazing?
Monday morning blues, I open my eyes and I'm greeted by a cute little smile. The world is new with you by my side. Everything is beautiful. Tuesday afternoon, I'm calling you home just to hear your voice on the phone. I think of you and I'm not alone. You are everything under the sky so blue. I found my piece of heaven, spending my days with you. You are my piece of heaven. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, life is a bliss. Waking up with you in my arms, I've got it all, nothing's amiss. Everything is beautiful. Sunday morning snooze with breakfast in bed, and I listen to the song in my head. It says
We've got chicken bacon club sandwiches made from fresh. We've got ham, cheese, made from fresh. Trying to think what's what. We've got chocolate flapjacks, fresh strawberries, some Maltesers. Got some napkins out at the back there. Got some cookies for the kids. I've done a pasta dish. I was cooking this morning first thing. Cooked a chicken. Half of it went here into this pasta dish. So we've got chicken, bacon, sweet corn, a little bit of mayo. We've obviously got some, look at these. I found some dolly mixtures and I've put them in these little teacups and I just thought that was absolutely gorgeous. We have cheese boards, charcuterie, cheeses. I mean, everything you can think of for a charcuterie. Ash got some cheese twists and I'm glad he did now because don't they look really good in the little glasses. I've just played around with the heights as well on the table because I think that's really good rather than have everything really flat. We've got some rainbow coleslaw, some gourmet crisps, grapes, mozzarella and tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes. We've got little hog roast, sausage rolls, got some garlic cheese there, and then we've got all the Italian meats. What else have we got? Oh, some fresh baked rolls, which I put out as well so people can make their own sandwiches if they want. And what else have we got here? I made up some mustard mayo as a dip. I love that stuff. I also picked up some tomato chili chutney and some French brie. What else have we got? Oh, we've got some olives at the back there. I also made a tomato basil feta pasta dish. And then we've got more crisps and some beef, topside beef sandwiches over here. And we've got some little boxes at the back. These I bought from Temu, as you all saw in the last video. If anybody wants to take home their own little charcuterie board, they can take it home in this. Isn't that just really sweet? So, oh, and over here we have our little sweetie corner. So we have the Tunnocks little, what they're called, cakes, mallow cakes. I love those. And actually, let me open that. All of the best sweeties. And we're just over the moon with how it went. And everyone now knows we're having a little girl and grandparents know they're having a granddaughter. It's just really special. Everyone enjoyed themselves, me and Ashley especially. She is such a lucky little girl, isn't she? Oh, as well, those gender prediction cards went down an absolute treat. These are absolutely lovely. So I've got these on Temu website and there's like a pack of 50. Obviously I didn't need 50, but some people's families are massive, aren't they? But these were a real hit. We put some Sharpie pens out and scattered these on the table and everybody like had fun filling them in before we actually like shot the cannons and did the actual reveal. Anyway, I thought I'd give you an example of one. I'll share Joelle's, I think. Everybody fills one in. I will share Joelle's because that's the sweet one, isn't it? So, month of birth, February, which is not hard to predict because everybody knows the prediction. Everybody knows the due date. She thinks baby's going to come on the 3rd of February, she predicts. The time at 2:40 p.m. in the afternoon. Joelle was born at 4:45, tea time. She thinks baby's going to weigh £8.2. I hope so. I'm hoping anything less than £9.7, which was Joelle's weight all those years ago. She thinks she's going to be 17.5 inches. I don't understand it. I'm not very good at maths, you guys know that. Yeah, it's not my best subject at all. I don't understand inches, I understand centimetres. And I've dug Joelle's baby stuff out in the other room in the office and she was 54 centimetres long. That's long, isn't it, for a baby? She was £9.7 and 54 centimetres long. She thought the baby was going to be a boy and she's put a name. She's put Jax, only because she knows I like the name Jax. And then she's put hair colour, beautiful brown, eye colour, hazel brown, my baby's going to have my hazel eyes. And then it says, I hope the baby gets mum's eyes, personality, fashion sense, affection, and creativity. Like, anything else, Joelle? Joelle loves her mama. And then she's put, I hope baby gets dad's strength, height. God, if she gets his height, she's going to be a flipping supermodel, isn't she? He's 6'5", imagine. And they keep saying the baby's got long legs. She might be a little supermodel. And she hopes baby gets dad's family orientated nature, which he is very much so. He loves his family. And then it says, advice and well wishes for the family. I hope my brother, sister is happy and healthy. I love you so much and I can't wait for our future as a family. Love from Joelle. And yeah, everybody filled these in. Everybody signed them. I think it's a really fun idea. And yeah, we're going to get these back out when baby's born. And yeah, see who was right. But I had to show you these again. These are really, really handy. I'll link them down below if they still do them or something similar. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to update you on in this video particularly, because I wanted to keep all the gender stuff reveal in one video. And I think that's everything surrounding our gender and our gender reveal. So now the cat's out of the bag, I can't wait to see the comments on this video. I actually did post the reveal first. I was gonna chat and then like drag it out, and I thought, no, I cannot do that to people. I've been getting messages on Instagram by the day saying, I cannot wait for your gender reveal. Like, come on, do we have to wait all week? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so thankful to you all for being so patient with me, because after the family gender reveal, I was so tired. Like, I didn't realise how much it would take it out of me that weekend, as I had so much fun, but I was just really tired. Like, I was up on that day cooking a roast chicken so I could do fresh sandwiches, because you know we're an ingredients household in this house. Like, there's no pre-packaged anything. I made the pasta from scratch, the pasta dishes, and chicken and bacon pasta, and tomato and basil and feta cheese pasta, and oh my god, there was well, you saw it all because I'm going to include the footage, but I made all of this myself. Obviously I didn't make the pork pies myself or the sausage, like I did a couple of hog roast sausage rolls that I picked up, some like deluxe ones, but majority of that food like I put together myself, especially the pastas and the sandwiches. So we're up first thing in the morning doing all that from 7 o'clock. By the end of the day we're absolutely knackered. And then the rest of the days that followed that week, because I did want to get the gender reveal out to you guys a little bit before today, and it was just impossible. I was too tired and I don't want to give you shitty content, to be honest with you. So I'm just really grateful that you're all here for me and you understand, and you're all just really supportive and patient with me, because I'm a bit slower than normal. I understand that. Anyway, have I said this, but I'm sat in the nursery. I can't stop coming in this room now. There's not much going on in this room yet. We got a wardrobe, and I will give you an update on the upstairs floor in the renovation. Actually, next week we'll do a gender reveal renovation. See what I mean? My baby brain is real. We're doing a gender, no. We're doing a renovation vlog next week. So I will update you on the upstairs, what's been done in the last couple of months since summer, because there are some like changes that have been made and some additions that I want to go through with you. And then obviously we're going to turn our attention, now the gender is out there in the world, we're going to start on the nursery. I am so excited to start on this room. I don't think you guys have seen this wardrobe. This is the baby's wardrobe. I bought it well before we knew the gender, by the way, but I'll talk about the wardrobe in the renovation vlog, because we bought it for this room. I can't wait to spend some more time in this room. I've got loads of ideas flowing. There's so much more to come. I've got baby hauls to do. I mean, you're talking to me. As soon as we found out the gender, I was like, I couldn't help myself. I was buying things. I just couldn't help it, and I can't wait to share it all with you. All the baby hauls and the nursery to come. It's all so exciting. I'm going to leave it here, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us in today's gender reveal video and sharing the experience with us. I will meet you in the comments because I love chatting with you guys down there. Like, there's nothing better than posting my video on a Sunday night and then settling down with like a hot chocolate, reading through the comments and chatting with you all. I just appreciate you all being here with us. So special. Take care, everybody. I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye, guys. This is your daddy having to eat before anything, so get used to it.
Not so bad, actually.
No, if I put to hold on, I don't like it. Stand back behind me. That's what you have to do.
Stand at the wall.
Oh my god. No, you look like you're about to rugby tackle someone.
No, it's good like that, because then it looks like I'm bending down.
Because I can cut this bit out.
Oh,
Trying to get you relaxed.
I'm going to fart.
That's disgusting!
Yeah.
That's horrible! I'm going to leave that into the home video and send it to the group chat. I do not stink. I can't concentrate.
Excuse me.
Are you quite done?
Yeah.
Any more thoughts or bits?
No.
Right. Are you in the frame?
I'm in the frame. I'm insane.
Come like this, like with
No
them.
brain.